Hi, I am Aysha Hardan, a student at the Department of English Language and Literature at the University of Bahrain. Welcome to our Advanced Grammar series. Today I will be talking to you about fronting and inversion. So first, what is fronting? It's when we focus our attention or emphasize one part of a sentence, such as the object, by moving it to front position. Where can we use fronting? Fronting can be used to link a sentence more closely to the preceding sentence. For example, we were staring outside the window. It started to snow all of a sudden. We move all of a sudden to the front, so it goes like all of a sudden it started to snow. In the second example, we have she was coughing, sneezing, and shivering. He recognized these symptoms immediately. When we move this sentence to the front, these symptoms he recognized immediately. We can also use fronting to highlight a contrast. For example, they went to the coffee shop near them. They liked the coffee, but they didn't really enjoy their cakes. So their cakes is the contrast. When we use fronting with this sentence, it goes like their coffee they liked, but their cakes they didn't really enjoy. And the second sentence we have, we met the Greens. We liked Mrs. Green, but we really didn't care for her husband. Her husband is the contrast. So Mrs. Green we liked, but her husband we really didn't care for. Then we have inversion. What is inversion? It's when we put the verb or auxiliary verb before the subject. Where do we use inversion? Inversion can be used with verbs describing places or movements after prepositional phrases. For example, in a hole in the ground there lived a hobbit. An old woman stood behind the chair. Behind the chair stood an old woman. Inversion can also be used after adverbs such as here and there. For example, here comes the bus, or there goes my bus. It can also be used after the negative words, neither, nor, and so on. For example, I don't like it, neither do my parents, nor does anyone else have asked. Never have I encountered such rudeness. It can also be used in phrases beginning with not, such as, not until later did we notice the broken glass. Not a sound could be heard in the church. We can also use inversion in front of positions. For example, scarcely had he sat down when the phone rang. It can also be used after only with prepositional phrases or time expressions in front positions. For example, I've looked for it in other places. Only in Italy can you find this special kind of ice cream. Or, only after the test will we know if it worked. Only then we can decide what to do next. Also, inversion can be used after participles move to front positions, usually in narratives. For example, the bedroom was empty. Lying on the bed was parcel. Attached to it was a small note. I hope this was useful. Thank you for your attention.